Hey guys, James Wilson-Taylor here for Roxanne. We are backstage at When We Were Young Festival 2024. Jimmy Eat World on the lineup. The guys join me now. How are we doing, gentlemen?
Kicking a whole lot of ass.
I'll bet on a day like that. I mean, let's start with the obvious. It's When We Were Young. You guys obviously played it back in 2022. What a fun time that was. God, be nice to now be back and kind of in this atmosphere, loads of friends. It's a good vibe.
Yeah, it's beautiful out. There's no wind this year.
Always
That's
a plus. Good. Always a plus when there's no wind kind of ruining our day. No, it's all good. And it's the full album playback. So, Bleed American. I mean, I've been saying this for everybody. Obviously, there's loads of songs on that album that have never left the set list, rightly so. You know, you've got those that are regular inclusion. What were the moments you did need to brush up on, though? Were there any moments in there? This wasn't one of the ones you've done as a full playback yet, is it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Interesting.
You know, it's like we have so many songs now that I think when we're making our set list for a normal show, it's like, in trying to think about the pacing for it, you can only really get away with so many mellow songs. You know, otherwise it just sort of feels like too down. Like, we like to structure our sets a certain way so it feels a certain way, and it's just like maybe songs like Cautioners or My Sundown. Those ones don't. It's been trickier to make those into our set list because with the other slow songs we want to play, it makes the set feel too slow.
Yeah. You want to bounce out well.
Yeah, so those ones we probably played out the least. But we did them in a gig we did in Phoenix the other night, and
nice.
it turned out really well, actually.
Yeah, very cool. Well, I mean, we should mention, obviously, your gig the other night and everything, because it is today, right? Future's anniversary. Is Future's 20 today?
Sure.
You guys posted it on
guitar,
social,
dude.
so I'm
know.
gonna go with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's today. I mean, I love that album. I told you about this when we did the chat with the mag. It's
your
best album. It's not up for debate. That's absolutely fine. People have their opinions. It's fine. I'm right. It's Futures. But I love that 20 years, man. I mean, it's nice as well to see the impact of that. I love the opening track whenever you open a set with that as well. It's a great set opener, man. It's very, very cool. But I guess just reflections on that time a little bit as well. It's got to be nice to be able to look back and acknowledge these moments.
It's really cool. I mean, this show today, Future's having its 20th anniversary. It's the fact that we're here to talk about it at all is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, so it means a lot to us that people continue to find something that they can relate to in what we do. You know, because very, very easily could go the other way.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just a little bit of competition for people's time.
Oh, absolutely.
These days.
Absolutely.
So
just a little bit.
It does mean a lot that people are still into it.
Yeah, people still here, people still caring. And I think this is something we mentioned before as well, but the fact that new audiences keep latching onto as well. You'll definitely see that today. There'll be kids who weren't around when Bleed American came out the first time, and they're going to be very excited to see those songs played, which is really, really cool. Similarly, you guys are hitting the UK again later in the year, which we're excited about. But I imagine you're probably at a point now where, whether it's people bringing their kids or just kids who've discovered it on their own, it's nice to see the generations keep coming, right?
Yeah, so we're all about cradle-to-grave marketing here at Jimmy Eat World.
That's it. That's what I've always said about you guys. I've always said that about you guys. No, it's got to be cool, genuinely, to see, like, newer kids kind of finding the band.
Oh, yeah. Oh, totally. I mean, it keeps us young in a way, you know? Like,
nice.
We remember what it's like to be a kid experiencing, like, punk shows for the first time and
of course.
Feeling like discovering this world. It's just... seeing younger people at our shows really makes me think of that time for us, and it's like, oh yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice for the bands as well. I mean, I don't want to embarrass you, gentlemen, but the fact is I've been asking everyone here about, like, who on the lineup would you love to collaborate with? Who on the lineup would you love to tour with? I swear to God, pretty much everyone has said you guys. Like, you have inspired, genuinely, so many of the bands out there, and I know you won't be aware of that, and you're humble gentlemen, so you're not going to pat yourselves on the back, and that's fine, but... that's got to be a nice feeling to know that there's a generation of bands coming up now who really grew up listening to those albums as well. It's a very cool position to be in.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's not anything we are conscious about when we're writing or recording what's going to happen to it once it leaves, you know. I mean, it is a big compliment when anyone, but also when other musicians, find something in what we're doing that they think is really cool.
Yeah. Very nice compliment when that happens. Well, speaking to that, like I say, I've been asking everyone this, but on that lineup, anyone you haven't toured with before, anyone you haven't worked with before, where you think, you know what, that would be a really good fit for a tour with us, that'd be a really good fit for a collab? Anyone who's out there this weekend? It's tough because you've toured with a lot of them.
I don't know.
have we toured with Coheed?
Oh,
No, we haven't done anything with Coheed.
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Makes sense to me. That's a great little Venn diagram of fans there. That worked very, very well. Something else we've been asking, we're doing a little survey, gents, with all the bands here, because the top 2 bands on the lineup headlining tonight, loads of hits at their disposal, but I'm doing a survey of bands. I would like to know what you think is the best Fall Out Boy song and the best My Chemical Romance song, please. Let's start with Fall Out Boy. Obviously just going to come up on tour. You don't have to know names, by the way, and you also don't have to pick deep cuts. I'm being nice to people. Hits are hits for a reason.
Yeah. You know, Centuries kind of is the thing that's always the earworm that you can't.
You find it there even when you haven't heard it in a long time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's there.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, Black Parade is also something that you hear you can't escape. It's just kind of like that's the sneaky one that's like you might think it's great, but that so many other people do is kind of a surprise because it's not like a traditional like pop kind of song, you know, like, but people fucking love it.
Oh my god, went to #1 in the UK. Not on the rock charts, on the official top 40.
Yeah, no, it is. I can see that. You guys are definitely a little bit more accepting of like the ambitious kind of like arrangements.
We do love bombast and big ambitions. That's
Yeah.
the way we look at it. That's
Yeah,
That's how we like our rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always works well. One more question before I let you guys go. Obviously, I've got to ask the new music question here. So, what are we working on? Have we got anything in the locker? Are we just concentrating on the touring at the minute? Or what's
Yeah,
going
you
on?
never really clock out of this gig. We're kind of working on new music constantly. I can't really give you any sort of good estimate on when that might be out there in the world, but we're working.
You're working.
Yeah.
You're working hard, and that's what we like to hear. I'll let you guys go enjoy the 3 weekend. Have a great set. Look forward to seeing you in the UK later this year as well, guys.
Oh
It's
man,
gonna
we're
be a
so
lot of
pumped
fun.
up for that.
Oh, it's
like,
going to be great.
I can't believe that we're playing Alley Pally.
Man, it's awesome. That's got
Like,
to feel like a
really?
bucket list venue for
No,
real, right?
it's a huge deal, dude. It's
Yeah.
a huge deal. Like we're pumped.
Yeah, it's going to be so exciting. Can't wait for that one. All right, we will see you
Yeah.
then, gents. All right.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Good to see you guys. Jimmy Eat World, everybody.